Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome you all to the second workshop of the Professional Skills Development Seminar Series for Law Students, organized by Bar Association of Sri Lanka Standing Committee on Law Students Skill Development. Today's session is on personal grooming and personal development. I am truly honored to welcome our distinguished guest, Mr. Rajiv Amarasuriya, Attorney at Law, President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, Mr. Chatura Galhena, Attorney at Law, Secretary of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, Dr. Malraj Kiriyalla, Chairperson, Law Students Skill Development Committee, and all other members of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka. Also, I warmly welcome our guest speakers for today, Mr. Fawzul Ahmed and Ms. Nayana Karunaratne. Now, I'm cordially inviting President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, Mr. Rajiv Amarasuriya, Attorney at Law, on stage.
Mr. Fawzul Hamid, the fashion icon for men, and Mrs. Nayana Karunaratne, the fashion icon for women. Our Secretary Chatura Galhena, Treasurer Pasindu Silva, and Assistant Secretary Sarindra Jayawardena, and of course, Dr. Malraj, who is the chairman of our new committee, of the BSS Standing Committee on Law Students Skills Development. A very good afternoon to all of you. This is the second workshop, second identified workshop in a series of workshops put together by the new BSS Standing Committee on Law Students Skills Development. And the thinking behind this workshop is that the Bar Association, as you know, as a representative body of over 26,000 lawyers, essentially deals with the legal community, those who become our members. But over the years, we have heard, and we have heard many people saying, that there is a need to uplift the standards of our profession, of our membership. And we often hear, it was much better in the past, in the 60s, the 70s, the legal profession was something else, and now it is something else. Well, I was not there in the 60s and 70s, but this is what people say. And what we decided is that, blaming is of no use. We need to also address any issues we see which are shortcomings. And all of you in this audience and all of you in the virtual room will sooner than later, join our legal profession as lawyers and also join the Bar Association as our members. So you all are actually on the road to coming here, and we thought providing skills development, professional development to you is actually an investment for the Bar Association and also an investment for the legal profession. So it is in that context that we decided to open the doors of this hallowed institution, the Bar Association, to our law students. And I have now repeatedly said many times that the doors are now wide open. It is up to you to come and make use of these opportunities. We will have dedicated programs such as this, dedicated to primary law students, but we have a series of other programs which happen here in this hall, which happen virtually and happen at outside locations on varying different topics. Recently at this same hall, we had Mahela Jayawardena speak here about leadership. We had Dr. Kishu Goma speak here on personality and building and profiling. I mean, those are topics and areas which will be useful to you. So my invitation to all of you is come and make use of the opportunities. We are now communicating our programs through your student leaders and student unions to come and join us whenever possible. Today's program on personal grooming and personality development is particularly important. This is not something which is limited to law students. In fact, previously we had a webinar which I must appreciate. Mr. Fawzal Hamid came and Mr. Muhammad Adam Ali was the moderator, and they discussed on men's attire, the way you put yourself together, the way you present yourself. I just was looking at some statements, and author Michael Koda once said, "The biggest fool in the world is he who merely does his work supremely well without attending to appearance." As we know and as we say, a first impression counts. If I see someone for the first time, and if I don't know anything about any background, any details of that person, the first element or first characteristic I look at is what that person looks like, how that person is presented, even before the person starts talking. And to that extent, personal grooming and personal development is essential. The color of the gents, what color of socks, what is the type of tie, what is the pocket square. I mean, these are things which we are not sometimes told. And obviously you don't carry it through birth. I mean, you don't know that naturally. So you need to be told. And that is the purpose and our intention of conducting this workshop. So please make use of the opportunity. If you have doubt, if you have questions, get up and speak. Something I've seen in Sri Lankan audiences is that we are sometimes reluctant to get up and ask a question. But when someone else asks the question, you know, well, I also had that same question. That would have been a valid question if I asked. So I think we have two leading resource persons, Mr. Fawzal Hamid and Mrs. Nayana Karunaratne. These names you have heard before. So make use of this opportunity. Ask your questions. They will, of course, present to you a very high-level presentation and address on what is expected. Ask your questions. Make use of this as a learning experience. And, of course, develop and change for the better. We look forward to a very interesting program from these two leading national figures and icons. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. My next invitation goes to Dr. Malraj Kiriyalla, Chairperson of Law Students Skill Development Committee, to introduce our guest speakers for today.
President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, Mr. Rajiva Amrasurya, guest speakers, Mrs. Nayana Karunaratne and Mr. Fawzul Hamid, Secretary of the BSL, Mr. Chathra Galhena, and Treasurer of the BSL, Mr. Pasindu Silva, Assistant Secretary of the BSL, Mr. Sharinda Jayawardena, dear participants. So it is my great pleasure to welcome you all for the second workshop of the Personal and Professional Skills Development series, which is organized by the BSL Standing Committee on Law Students Skills Development. So this program is designed to bridge academic learning with practical skills essential for your future as legal professionals. We already had one on research, and today's session on personal grooming and personality development will help you to strengthen your professional presence and confidence as you prepare to join the bar. We are honored to have two great personalities, Mrs. Nayana Karunaratne and Mr. Fawzul Hamid, whose work has transformed professional standards in grooming, personal branding, and leadership. I would like to introduce Mrs. Nayana Karnaratne. Mrs. Nayana Karnaratne is a pioneering figure in grooming and beauty education in South Asia. She is the founder of Salon Nayana, an institute of hairdressers and beauticians with a career spanning over 4 decades across Sri Lanka, India, and beyond. Educated at prestigious institutions such as Vidal Sassoon Academy and Tony and Guy in London, she has served as the president of the Asia zone of the organization Mondial Coiffure and sits on its global board of directors. Her international accolades include multiple awards for professional education and women empowerment, establishing her as a leading trainer and mentor in the industry. Now I would introduce Mr. Fawzul Hamid. Mr. Fawzul Hamid is a leading authority in men's fashion and managing director of Hamidia Stores Private Limited. A US certified image consultant over 3 decades of experience, he is the creative force behind the iconic brands such as Envoy London, Le Bon, and FH and Signature. Beyond fashion, he is a committed philanthropist and the founder of the My Friend Foundation, which supports thousands of underprivileged children in Sri Lanka through education and personal development initiatives. So please join me in warmly welcoming our 2 distinguished speakers. Now I would hand over to the MC to continue the session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it's my pleasure to invite Ms. Nayana Karunaratne, Director of Salon Nayana and IHB Education, a leading expert in grooming and beauty education in South Asia. Ms. Nayana Karunaratne, the podium is yours.
Good evening, and thank you for the Bar Association for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here today. And we are both, me and Fawzul, we are both going to talk about good grooming. So I'll concentrate more on the women. I used to do a lot of men with his ideas stolen, but today he's there, so I don't have to bother with the men. I talk about women. So, as was mentioned earlier, yes, I think I am many decades older than you all. I was born much earlier, so I think the lawyers at that time had a better prestige, better style. I think the lawyers and the doctors both had more style, more finesse, and they were all better groomed. So, with the men, of course, I still don't see very much of a difference because you cover everything with your suit, but I certainly see a difference in the ladies. A little not as expected. I remember my mother had a friend, we used to call her Auntie Pearl. She was a lawyer, and I must have been 10, 11, 12. I used to really admire her. She used to come straight from courts, beautifully dressed, hair done, and a white sari with a string of pearls. She was a lovely lawyer, not a pretty lady, but a very well presented lady. I remember that very well. So that is my impression of lawyers. So I'll just talk about what I feel. See, we are both, Fawzul and I are going to talk about grooming, but let me tell you something, I'm sure Fawzul will agree. If you don't have the correct attitude to yourself, you can never groom yourself. We can stand on our heads and tell you, if you don't love yourself, if you don't respect yourself, and if you don't believe in yourself, there is no point in talking about grooming. Grooming has to come from within, and I strongly believe that the best friend we have in this world for us is our mirror, nobody else. And nobody tells us the truth as the mirror. So the mirror always tell you, what is this, your hair is like a mad woman's, what is this, your dress is too short, sure, you are looking nice today. All this will be told by the mirror, and you have to follow the mirror, and you have to have a respect for yourself to want to look good. And wanting to look good, again Rajiv said the same thing, I think it's a right of yours. You are talking about rights, no lawyers, no, it's a right of yours. You can't afford to let go of that. It's part of your personality. What is a personality? Paurushatva kiyane mokadda? What is a personality? Personality is your brain, the way you function, your brain, your body, the way you dress your body, the way you look, and then the way you present your brain and the body. Where are you going? How are you dressed? What are you doing? How are you dressed? Where are you going? The way that you are dressed, and how do you behave? That's personality. So it's a very big part of your grooming. It's a very serious part as well. So to me, the step one is the attitude. And I think especially looking at you people and looking at me from where I am standing, you are so young compared to where I am today. So young and so pretty. Every one of you all are, the men themselves are handsome in their own way. So good looking and so pretty, but you don't realize it. You don't realize it, and you don't give importance to that. We are very happy to find faults with ourselves. Ayyo, I am too dark. Ayyo, my hair is too curly. I am too fat. We are forever looking at the negative aspect of ourselves. So to me, grooming comes first with the correct attitude. And the attitude is to simply love you. Simply love you. You have to love yourself, and you have to be proud of yourself. About it. This morning I said the same thing, especially where the women are concerned. I was at the University of Colombo this morning. You know, I am a hairdresser, you know that. And then I have a very good friend of mine. He's in London, and we met when we were 13, 14 years old, and he's there in London. I dress brides. He is the best embalmer in South London. He's the best embalmer in South London. So one day when I was at his house, he called me. He said, Naina, look at my makeup box. He has his work car, station wagon, huge makeup box. Of course, with all the chemicals. He had skin, he had hair, he had lipstick, he had everything, because he had to dress a corpse, especially after an accident or something like that. So I now think our ladies in Sri Lanka, most of them, they dress only twice in a lifetime. First time, I'll dress you as a bride. Second time, Camilla will dress you when you are dead. So this is very sad. And 60, 65 years, you go through life like what the cat brought in. So I think that attitude has to change. It's much better now. The younger girls and the boys are much better. Men are always better dressed. I don't know why that is. I don't want to say it, I'm a woman, but even now, they look better. I'm sorry. That is the truth. So we have to make a change. I'll tell you where we fall flat. So that's number one, the attitude. Number two, I think, is your health. Health. I am not going to talk about it because this is not the platform for that. But if you don't have good health, where is the mood to do anything? If you have a headache, if you are hungry, if you have a stomachache. So health is very important. Number three, the most important thing before dressing up in style is personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is a huge issue in this country, huge issue in any profession, lawyers, doctors, IT, everyone. It's a big, big issue. And the reason I feel for lack of personal hygiene is actually lack of knowledge. Nobody wants to smell bad, no? Nobody wants to smell bad. Lack of knowledge and habit. So this is not anybody's research, but it is my research that we have a system of we have a system of sending children to school with the face washed. Everyone. Now, any mother or a father will say, "Pute, muna kata hodang endi iskole yanna. Muna kata hodagen endi iskole yanna." So we are used to going to school with washing the face. And in my presentations, I never talk to people about brushing their teeth. You know why? 97% of Sri Lankans brush their teeth according to Unilever statistics. That's a very, very good number for a country. 97% of the people brush their teeth in the morning. In the evening, in the night, only 40%. But anyway, I'm happy with 97%. So no need to tell you to brush the teeth because your mother said, "Pute dat medala moona kata hodagen enna." So then the habit of going to school without having a bath. And every Sri Lankan, I think, has a bath once a day. You people like us go home, have a bath. And then that's at 6 or 7. Then tomorrow morning, muna kata hodala, tomorrow evening, have a bath. I think all of you all have heard about the huchakkuwa, no? You all have heard about the huchakkuwa? Yeah. Huchakkuwa is the house coat that all our women wear. One of the professors said, "Ara balanako dan velawe 11යි me ape ganu tama huchakkuwa ඇඳගෙන ඉන්නවා." So all the housewives do all the work in their house coat, finish at 12, 12:30, have a bath, wear the new huchakkuwa and remove it tomorrow at 12 o'clock. This is a habit of Sri Lanka. This is just a habit. So we need to change that. So we advise you to have a bath. And the second thing is to use a deodorant. There are two kinds of sweat in our body, eccrine and apocrine. We have two kinds of sweat glands. Eccrine sweat glands are all over the body, and the purpose of it is to release water to control the temperature. 1 square inch of skin will have about 650 sweat glands. It's a huge number in the whole body. And of all the animals in this world, the sweatiest are the humans, and young people will sweat more than the older ones and the babies, obviously. Now, the issue is the apocrine glands, the second type of sweat glands. They are under the arms, underarms, around the nipple, men and women both, around the nipples and where your genitals are. And gentlemen, you will be sweating 40% more than us. But the problems and the systems are the same. You just sweat more, that's all. So apocrine glands are the problem. These apocrine glands are not functional for children. The glands get activated only when you attain age. So when you attain age, obviously underarms to nipples to genital area, they all go through the hormonal changes. With that comes the activity of the apocrine glands. Apocrine glands also do not smell. Sweat doesn't smell. If you take an example of yourself at 8 o'clock in the morning here in Peta or Colombo 3 or anywhere else, you are pouring with sweat. Face as well as underarms. We don't smell. We smell by 12:01 in the afternoon because to the apocrine glands, the bacteria gets attracted. And bacteria and the sweat together gives the odor. So the only solution for this is a deodorant. I am not here to promote brands, but there are 2 or 3 very good local brands now, and they only kill the bacteria. No one can stop the sweating. Sweating continues, you have a bath, you apply the deodorant, you get ready with your clothes, and then obviously you will sweat head to toe. Apocrine glands will attract the bacteria, bacteria will get killed, apocrine sweat will remain, not smelling. That's all that happens. So that's another very serious area of grooming that we really promote. There is no issue in perfumes, and gentlemen, you all use more perfume than women. Did you know that? The perfume market in the world for men is much, much larger. But it doesn't help at all in killing the smell. It's nice to have perfumes, colognes, it doesn't matter, but it's only the deodorant that will help. So that's the thing. And then when it comes to oral hygiene, again, thank God we all brush our teeth, but there are 2 issues that can give you bad breath. Number 1 serious issue is sinus and kata. That means your lungs are infected or your sinuses are infected. So the smell that comes from there, it could be very bad. So washing the mouth will not help because it's coming from here. So you need to go to the doctor and get your sickness cured. Apart from that, the second problem that could bother you would be overlapping teeth. So we are supposed to have 32 teeth like this, and cleaning this is very easy. But the moment you have overlapping teeth like this, then of course the toothbrush can't reach. So that's the only thing. So these are not very big problems. And then of course if you eat carola or onions for lunch, we know that you can wash your mouth. You have to have that interest. You have to have that interest. In our salons, I don't allow any one of my staff to eat by hand. They always protest when they first come. Why? What's wrong? What's wrong? And Sri Lankans say, no, I always ask, your sweat in the fingers is the luambu for your food. No, we won't allow because we have to touch people, no makeup, hair, the smell comes. So mouth is the same, so keeping it clean, washing, all that matters. So again, you go back to the interest you have. Next area of cleanliness matters a lot with feet and hands. Girls, feet, girls and boys both, but then you all are wearing shoes, so we can't see your shoe, soles and the toenails. But feet, they create impressions. And for men and women also, the first impressions come first with this box. This is your first impression, which gives you in 10 seconds. Next one is the hand. You'll either see the hand, give a piece of paper, shake hands, and then, okay. These are things that happen without you wanting to do it. So you get that feeling, So these things matter a lot. You can't say it doesn't matter. So these are areas of personal hygiene that you need to care for. And then I'm only talking about cleanliness for men and women. When it comes to grooming, I'm going to stick to the ladies only. So grooming is, for dress code. Dress code, again, is an attitude. Dress code is an attitude. I'll talk about the ladies. And the biggest mistake we do is copy. The biggest mistake we do is copy. So I want to explain to you ladies that when it comes to attire, we have different levels: formal, semi-formal, corporate, or you all belong to the corporate world, and then sports and casual and all that. So starting with formal, first of all, let me talk about the hair and the face. Now I told you, any audience you go and sit, the men look better than the women. This is the secret. Because their hair is in place. They don't know, but they are doing it. They don't know that, but they are following the rules. So their hair is in place. So that is why they look good. And all of them, I am sure the law profession is the same. You have to either be clean shaven, or you have to have a properly maintained beard and moustaches. Otherwise, it's not good. So that is where we fail. Because none of the girls have been taught by anyone what the corporate rule for hair styles are. So every profession has rules. Every profession. If you take the garment industry, they all wear caps for safety. So safety, because they are working in machines. If you take the health industry, they all wear caps and tie their hair for hygiene purposes. If you take an air hostess or a stewardess in a restaurant, this is the maximum length they can have. You can't have, because you are serving. It happened to me. I was in Bangkok once and this girl was bringing our Coke. Her hair was inside my Coke. Because you can't have hair up to here. But you, the corporate lady, can have hair up to here. This is the maximum hair you get to have. But the word is neatness. Neat hair, maximum up to here. So we have no right to ask anyone to cut their hair, but you have to tie it up. You have to tie it up. You have to have it in a neat, nice style. So you can You can, and I don't want to mention names, but I can talk about so many beautiful lawyer ladies that you have. They look so stunning, and I always admire when I meet them. They are so elegant and so well dressed. And so the hair is a big problem, right? Hair is a problem which needs, and let me also talk to you from the point of a hairdresser. Nothing you put on the hair will damage your hair. Everything is coming from inside, your health. So put a little gel, put a little hairspray, put a little serum, it will never fall. That's not true. Your hair will fall for two reasons. One is it's natural to lose about 60, 70 strands of hair a day. Second thing is you must be having a health issue. Other than that, no. So please make sure that your hair is extremely neat. And in the law profession, again, because you have a set of rules to follow, no one has told me, but I am suggesting that if you were to wear anything on the hair like a crunchy or something, I would really think it should be black. Not a pink or a blue or a green. I really think it should be black. Maybe white, I don't know. But I think it would be black. And then the next biggest problem with our ladies is a little bit of makeup. I don't know why you are anti-makeup. I really don't know. This is not a great country for makeup, and definitely not Hulstorf. It's a hot place. It's not a good country for foundations and powders and everything, but I think every woman has a right to put a little lipstick, put a little eyeliner. Everyone has to have that. I don't know whether it is the Buddhist culture or what it is, why our ladies are not dressed. My sister-in-law lives in Chennai. I go there sometimes and I go and have my cup of coffee and sit in her veranda. I see all the maids going to work. I look at them, all the maids. They are in colorful saris, two here, then everything. There are 3 or 4 here, 10 here, everything. And then they will wear some flowers also and they will go. Something nice to see. I'm very sorry to say, but nice to see some jewelry shining, and I'm not saying we should wear them. But look at our maids. Oh, hey, like, you have to have color. These earrings, all these things are 100 rupees, 200 rupees. This is for us, not for these men. It's for us. So we need to do that. And then so a little bit of makeup, I really would like you to trim your eyebrows, remove any excess hair if you have, and look good, look nice. Protect yourself and put a little makeup, put a little eyeliner. So when it comes to attire, I think all of you know that your colors are white and pale, or with a mauve and black, all those colors, you all know that. So, and I think the Western attire is formal suit is allowed now. That's not a problem. But whatever you select, whether it is a sari or whether it is a trouser suit or a skirt suit or whatever it is, look at yourself, evaluate yourself. You can definitely get expert advice from anyone you want, and see whether it suits you. Don't wear for the sake of wearing. Don't wear for the sake of copying, because fashion is, beauty is, none of us have perfect figures, including the Miss Worlds and the Miss Universe. Nobody has perfect figures. A good dressing and good appearance and good grooming is hide your poor qualities as much as possible and enhance your good qualities as much as possible. And when it comes to the profession, some of you girls are very pretty. You can wear beautiful strapless and backless and whatever it is, you can wear all those things. But when it comes to the profession, and especially the law profession, ours as well, even mine, number 1 is comfort, number 2 is dignity, number 2, I was just thinking among 6 men, I was the only woman seated. Can I bend down? Will it show? You can't think like that. You are at work. So it's really, really very important to look at what is nice. I think there's a Q&A time. I will answer question. So look at the colors that you can wear. Look at the sari jackets, the way the men are selecting their shirts, what suits you. I don't know, from Fausul itself, I have learned that there are 6 or 8 colors of shirt collars. Every color is related to your neck. When your neck can carry only 2 or 3 of those colors, not all 8. Same with us. Square neck, U neck, V neck, high neck, Chinese neck, all are there, but you can't wear everything. You can't wear everything. And you have to understand, you have to let go of what is not good. So today dresses are in fashion. Dresses are an issue because it's a Western attire. Dresses are meant for apple-shaped bodies. Western bodies are apple-shaped. We are pear-shaped. Udapodi, yatalokui. That's a pear shape. When you say bottom, your hips and your thighs are bigger. That is Asian. That is why Arabic, Pakistani, Indian clothes suit us well, because we have the same shape. Then you get the H shape. Chinese, Japanese. Saratna, pasatna, H. English, capital H. So wearing dresses is fine, but look at yourself. What can I show off? What should I cover? So individually it's very difficult. It's very easy to talk to you all, but collectively I can't. We have to talk to each other. I'll just give a very simple example of what happened. About 2 years ago, I have sons this age. About 2 years ago, me and my second son, we were driving. We were in front of the Cinnamon Grand Hotel, right? And I remember a family, I remember this lady and Lamai Dennikita, 2 children, they were walking, I'm sure they were crossing to go to the hotel. So this lady was in a Candian and with a fashionable crisscross blouse, right? So can you imagine how long it will take for the car to pass? 1 second, right? I saw the jacket. I just told myself, nice blouse. My son is saying, nice back. While driving, he has also noticed, he's a man. But he saw a nice back because the lady has worn the proper blouse to match the back. Imagine her crisscross, all those straps and flesh was oozing out. I would never have commented on the blouse and my son would have said something nasty. So this is what grooming is, this is what beauty is, this is what it is, right? So you need to select your clothes. I think Q&A time I can answer more questions. And finally, accessories. The most important thing when it comes to accessories I want is for you to wear proper shoes. I was watching you all, looking at you all walking in, right? Every woman, if you don't have an issue with your legs or your knees, every one of you should wear a short heel. Even 1 inch is enough. And I don't want anyone to wear more than maximum 3 inches for work. 2.5, 1.5, 2, 2.5. We are working, we are standing, we are talking. A pair of shoes with a back strap. If you are wearing skirts and pants, you can wear the pumps or the coat shoes, but please don't wear coat shoes with sari. And we need only 3 pairs of shoes to look good. Black, brown, beige, that's enough. That's all we need. If you have a 20 pair of shoes, I have no problem, but you don't need it. Clean feet, washed, cut, toenails cut, and the shoes. So sandals are, in Sri Lanka and in all hot countries, sandals are fine for saris, the pantsuits and skirts, suits, no problem. But if you are wearing coat shoes, it should be only for pants or skirts, and please have a small heel because that makes a huge difference to your posture. It makes a huge difference to your posture. Lot of things I have professionally learned, gone to countries and learned, but some of the things were given to us by our family and parents. When we were young, I remember my mother was just an ordinary teacher. She had a friend called Premananda, another teacher. So she said, Malika, put this girl on high heels. So I must have been about 12 years old. I am thinking, appe amma kawada dane apita high heels arandene. No mother buys high heels for a 12-year-old girl. But the idea was, I must have been walking funnily. So put her on high heels to walk proper. That's how Miss Indias and Miss Sri Lankas and Miss Universe are also trained. And another thing is my grandmother used to say, "Kakulu usala vidinna pute, kakulu usala vidinna baras ganna epa pute, baras gannota baalke kiyawa ganu barai kiyala kakulu usala vidinna pute, siriyawai pute." So we were made to do that. And if you wear a short heel, you will never drag your feet. So these are small things that that will make a big difference. So just to summarize very quickly, personal hygiene is very, very important, deodorant very important. Make sure every one of us are having a bath, just make sure that it's all properly done. Your hair, corporate hairstyle, and a little makeup and accessories, little things always. Then select the clothes that suit you. Choice is yours, but what suits you, stick to them. We can't have everything. It is not possible. We can't have everything. So, and also your shoes and your accessories. With all these, what happens is you get fantastic confidence. And confidence is the only thing that holds you, helps you stand straight and face the world. People can talk about communication skills, this, that, all that is of no use if you don't have the confidence. So confidence comes with proper grooming and knowing that, yes, I look good. I can see a lot of Muslim girls here and with their heads covered. When I go to Malaysia, I don't know, the women there are so beautiful, they are very well dressed, and everybody has covered their hair, but they put a little makeup also, and I always buy the scarves and come, and I have no use of those. But I get so influenced by their beauty that I bring them, but I don't use them. It's so, covering the head is a beautiful requirement of Islam. I have no issues with that, but do it with grace. Do it to match. It is part of your attire. Don't wear any damn thing after. You wear something nice and whatever is there, don't wrap it and come. Match it. It's like a part of, you wear a proper, you buy a proper pair of pants and a proper matching blouse. Same way, get your scarves also done. It's really beautiful and very, very elegant and very decent. So hats off to all of you ladies, but give it a lot of finesse and style. Right? Okay, so thank you. I think I took a lot of time. Fauzul, it's your time. Any questions? Because it's an audience of many people. Personally, we can answer. Thank you.
Thank you for enlightening us, ma'am, with a great session. Now it's time to move on to our next session, which is conducted by Mr. Fauzul Hamid, Managing Director, Hamidia Stores Private Limited, renowned image consultant and menswear specialist.
No. Sorry. Come on. Hurry. My God. Hi. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Naina. Thank you very much. Lovely message. I hope you all picked something from that. Yeah, I too picked up. Okay, guys, men, I can see some on their mobile phone. Right? Are you ready? Okay, please focus. Right? Now, I think Naina touched some key points. One is attitude, right? Now, I am here we keep out all other work, we come here. And we know you all are all new up-and-coming lawyers. And we share our thoughts so that you all will grow in your life. Now, for me, I just share, Naina, we all started from scratch. We didn't have anything. Our intentions were very clear. We want to do genuine things in life. No faking, no imitating, and we had a passion for what we do. We love what we do. Now for you all, you should have the passion, the love. It's not just I have a degree. See, today, if you look at a lot of graduates, I'm so sorry. A lot of people study hard. They get 9 A's in O level, 3 A's in A level. They go to university. Half of them, they cannot stand up and get into a private sector. Now, in life, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. So, my message for you all, I have just made while Naina was giving us her presentation of her views, and I just jot down few things. Like as she said, when you were coming in, I too started glancing from the toe to top. I know while talking to Mr. Rajiv, your president, he was saying, you all are all new lawyers. So normally when I do program, I go a little hard on men. I keep saying women are there and men are here. I keep saying, I always know women upgrade, but Naina says something else. Right? Agree. Because I also see men these days, they are upgrading. Right? And for me, what I'm going to share is, everyone, we all use mobile phone, right? You must, I always, in my career, I always look at mobile phone as my case study, how they develop their skill, develop their technology, develop their overall look and feel, everything. So in life, you will have to upgrade yourself. It's not only about grooming, I'm saying, right? So I'm talking about, for men I'm here, right? But even you all can do. So my message to elevate yourself. Recently I did a campaign, how men, because a lot of wedding, Naina, women spend a lot of money. Women look so gorgeous. So the grooms, they come to me, they just want to look average. So I thought I want to elevate the groom to go par with the bride, because the bride, actually for 3-4 months, she started doing a lot of things. Hair, the makeup, skin, scrubbing, this, everything. Men, they only want a nice, beautiful girl, intelligent girl, a wife, and not everybody I'm saying, okay? So then I thought, they elevate yourself. So I know after some time, when you all grow, when you all become to a certain level, you all give up. I see a lot of men, once you get married, you are, with the kids, the job become, you think, okay, now you are settled. No. Because I saw in our country, I travel around the world, right? Now, there's something called first impression. Now, when I travel, 25 years ago, when I go to Europe, especially Italy, at the airport, they take me in and put it inside the immigration. I go with whatever clothes I have. So it happened in Japan, it happened in Milan, it happened in London, Paris, almost 30 years ago. Now, I had everything, all documents were right. Those guys, they catch you on the first impression. They judge you from your shoe to your attire. So then I realized my bag, my shoes, my everything has to look natural. They believe in natural. It's very important. don't wear anything artificial. I saw a lot of people wearing polyester. You must. Okay, in polyester, there are a bit of breathable, right? So I started wearing linen jacket, linen whatever. During winter time, I wear wool, good leather shoes. Then I keep my 3 passport like that, right? So sometimes I had 6, 7, my old one, I keep it. So then they know I'm a genuine traveler. Now that first impression is very important. I know you all are new, but never forget, when you start moving up, don't think that now I am a senior lawyer, I am so-and-so, I don't need, for me, okay, right? So keep in mind the first impression and the body language. I saw few of you, the body language is not that positive, right? There are exercise, right? There are exercise everybody has to do in life. I almost do every day. I think I can run faster than all of you, right? I mean, fasting, when I do it, right? I practice. You have to have energy, especially for your work. Without energy, that first impression, all will come down. So I saw some of you, when you came in, it doesn't give you that classy first impression. Don't fake. I'm talking naturally, right? The next one, I've seen some lawyers at home they practice. This all later you can. Never dress down. Like I've seen they are with the most used clothes, right? When a client comes, always see that you keep at least decent set of clothes. You have to, now you are all new, right? Take out all your clothes which you cannot use. Take it out. If you can repair it, right? Okay? I have seen, I'm very sorry, black suit, Naina, you can hack. But we have a sharp eye. We know exactly, I say this is not dry cleaned, this is not properly, they iron it over, the shine is there, it has got it has got like roasted. So for every garment, there is a wear and tear. You understand? There's a wear and tear. So now your blouse is quite new, right? Right? 2 times? Right. Okay? So if you use it properly, you have to use it properly. It's very important, right? And I see it, if you have to project yourself as a corporate, right? No, don't wear dark prints to work, right? And so very important, the jackets, try to have at least 2 jackets to start with. One for regular wear, other one for special. If you have a special assignment, meeting, day like a conference, you must, right? And avoid polyester. I saw many are buying polyester. Polyester is one of the cheaper. Those are good for sports, not for suits, right? Those are good for sports fair. You can go on tours or, picnic, right? But when you wear suit, the formal, it must have that formal look, right? A shirt can be, I know you all cannot manage 100% cotton. There's something called cotton rich or polyester cotton. There are things. So if you want my guidance, definitely we can guide you all, right? And very important, accessories, your shoes, your socks, your innerwear, right? Your cufflink, your wristwatch. Keep it very simple. Don't have big watches, fancy looking watch, belt with big buckle. Keep it simple. Guys, girls like simple things, right? You all like simple things, right? Do you like men wearing fancy things? No, right? Okay? So keep it elegant, keep it clean, keep it nice. I have seen sometime men things, wearing a big watch, fancy things, but your background, your profession is something which not help you, right? You are in a profession which you have to look a gentleman. So keep in mind, this word gentleman is very important. Whatever you do in life, always practice those values. The next is breathable. See, your innerwear, all must look breathable. Breathable means they are a fabric, right? It sweats unless they are conditioned. I know when you wash, you can dry it fast, but that is not going to help you. It's artificial, right? See, we won't live in a natural way, right, in life. What you eat, what you drink, see, if you practice anything unhealthy, you take any substance, right? I was saying, Naina, when I came in, I saw 20 years ago and now, I think Malraj was saying, same thing, right? So, now, these are values you all have to. Your first impression comes on that. But you take in, that shows out after some time, right? Always look for quality in life. It can be bath parsa, it can be a juice, it can be anything, right? Don't eat garbage. Don't eat anything unhealthy because these things definitely going to put you down in life. You get sick, right? You get out of shape, then what happens? If you go out of shape, your first impression all gone. If someone is sleeping. Right. Okay. I can help anyone wants my service to elevate yourself. Don't worry if you lose hair, don't put wig. Right? It's okay. There are ways to. You can go to Naina. She has one of the best salons and go consult me. I will can guide you. Right? Every face. Right? You have a lovely face. Don't think by hair you can cover everything. I've seen a lot of men, they do a lot of work on hair, but they don't value the face. Right? So, these things, you have to get someone help. Right? I know most of you are not married, right? Correct? Not married, right? Right, but some of you lost your hair like me. Working hard. Good. But work out. Work out, stress, work out, get yourself into a shape, so then you can definitely stand. Your energy level is so high, your work output will be good, it will help your lifestyle. Now, see, again I saw some of you, the way you walk, way you communicate. These are important. See, all this going to count you because you have to have quite a decent voice. I only recently, I'm just trying to do what I know, what I preach, I practice. I know what I'm doing, right? I'm running a company with 4th generation, my granduncle, my father, me, and my children now. So I've been doing this almost 30 years now, but then I know at a glance I can tell each one. If I see a man, I can say certain things. The good, bad, and 30 seconds, like if you see our politician, I'm sorry to say this, at a first glance you know that what is their background, the way they dress. Correct. But they can speak. Right? But then I have seen in my life, I have dressed almost all the presidents, including this president. So when I see when I communicate with them, I feel so sad what went wrong in our country. So you all are like a role model for many thousand people. You all are going to communicate with various people coming to you, right? They have done so many negative things, wrong things, but you are like a role model. They come to you for a purpose. So when they come, your first impression counts. You are going to genuinely talk, but what went wrong, what's going to happen, and what's going to be. So keep in mind always your first impression, your body language, your energy, very important. Then I spoke about quality. Now, why I said quality, even Naina was saying, when you walk in, I know you all are alut, you all are just started, right? But when you wear anything, quality, it lasts long, it reflects, you can use it for a long time. And whenever you buy anything, guarantee. When you buy anything, right? Buy anything, you must ask for a guarantee, whether or a warranty. Don't just buy, right? I know, see what they use. And also check the label inside, what it contains. Then only you will learn by clothes, by the packages and by logo and by the campaign. If you start touching, if you start feeling it, you will learn. Right? So it's not rocket science. You have gone through so many other exercises in life. Normally I do a half-a-day workshop, but since it's almost 2 hours, myself and Naina, we thought we'll just come and share our genuine thoughts. So I'm again touching few things. Focus on quality. It can be cheap. You can go and look for places which is cheap and good, but quality. Okay? And then there is something called style. I know right now you all don't need men, you can keep it very minimalistic. You know what I mean, minimalistic? Simple. You have black jacket and you should have a blue jacket for weddings. Don't go with a cream or a beige jacket. Now once you make a lot of money, that is different. Right? Now, initially, I think you need 2 sets of suits, black. And at least 3-4 trousers, black. And go for cotton rich. There's cotton rich fabric, which is breathable, looks like cotton, lasting, it lasts long. So you have to set your wardrobe as a minimalistic. Right? And you need a blue suit for function. You can't wear the black suit. Right? Blue, nice blue suit. You can always wear as a blazer with a denim, with a two-tone, you can wear it. Right? A blue suit, a blue jacket. The trouser for an important wedding, you can wear a full suit. If not, if there are launches, conference, you can wear a blazer and with a grey trouser or something like that. Now today I'm wearing grey trouser and a black double-breast jacket. And most important, I think this is Naina's area, which she's a professional in when it comes to barbering and salon. I see a lot of men, you are not kept your hair proper. I know you all are busy, right? But see that once you get into your profession, see that those areas are done. And one of the most important things, using your clothes is very important. Always your white shirt, wash it separately. Turn upside down, right? Turn upside down. Don't wear tight clothes. Now the slim fashion has gone. If you are like social media, you can follow my Instagram or FB. I update every week something. You can learn something. And you know, in life today, lot of things, positive things you can learn from the mobile phone. Don't just waste time right, by looking at unwanted things. Put your time to learn something positive. For me, my brand can go to the world. I never had any degree. I never went to university, but I go and talk in various universities and various places. Because the knowledge is key. So keep reading, update yourself, follow what you really need in life. Yes, you might need a house, you might need a nice wardrobe, you might need a nice kitchen, or I'm talking to the women, right? Men, you need a couple of shoes, correct? You need to set up your room, right? There are many things when you buy things. Don't buy just because there's a nice picture, nice campaign. I have seen a lot of people do nice touch-up, nice campaign, but the product is not. Especially I have seen the food industry. They'll show a nice cake. When the cake comes, it's like it's so small, So people love to do that. They think that is marketing, right? So from mine, my contact number, I think Priya would have given those brochures. You can always update us, and whenever you want our help, you can consult us. Thank you. All the best. Yeah, question. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful session. I hope it would be beneficial for everyone who is present today. Now I invite Mr. Fawzul Hamid and Ms. Nayana Karunaratne to the head table. So it's time to the Q&A session. If you got any question asked from our guest speakers, now you can raise those questions.
Who's asking the first question? Anything?
First of all, I must thank both of you all for educating us on the personal grooming and how to develop the personality. As lawyers, we used to wear the sari to court until recently. So personally, I've been facing a bit of a problem because I don't have the height to wear the sari. So I always use the high heels. But when it comes to court work, when we'll have to run from one courtroom to another room, to the land registry, everywhere, so it's very difficult to wear the high heels and walk. But I don't think it will be nice to wear the sari with flat shoes, especially when you don't have the height. So I would like to have a...
Okay, first of all, height is not an issue for the sari. Sari is only a piece of cloth. So it's not a shirt or a trouser. It is a piece of cloth that you drape on your body. So sari suits everyone. But the corrections have to come from your body. So talking about you, I don't think you are overweight or anything like that. So the skirt The skirt, underskirt has to be fitted. We are Sri Lankans, we all have fairly full hips, so we can have a straight skirt. So it has to be long. Then the jacket is something that you really completely control, like a man's shirt. High neck, the low neck, the shall I wear longer sleeve, short sleeve, you take a complete control on the body shape with the jacket. So draping the sari, there's only one system, whether you are fat or thin. One system, and if you drape that properly, I mean, this is not a good audience, you are more than welcome to come and learn it from me. I'm happy to do it. Wear the sari in a very simple way, and you automatically get your shape because the body is being corrected by your blouse and the underskirt. Shoes, as I told you, we have the same problem, my dear. Have a heel about 1 inch. If you are running around a lot, land registry and all those are not nice places. And backstrap. Slippers daan depa. Don't slip. That is a dangerous thing. Backstrap will always hold you. And when it comes to selecting saris, your issue is the height, no? I'm talking about the pen look. So go for everything vertical. Harahata yanna epa. Not horizontal. Everything vertical. Don't go for big borders. Maybe the maximum would be about this much, 3-4 inches, because women like us can carry big borders because we are tall and big build. So go for small borders or no border, vertical, podi design, sweet, and go for sweet colors so that they don't look heavy on you. That's a secret. So no problem at all. You can, even the jacket necklines can be to give you length and shape. So it's and as we discussed earlier, it is a big, very, very important thing. Make a small change. Actually, when we get a lot of, I'm really amazed, we get a lot of personal grooming for individuals, company sense. So when it comes to men, I'm not very knowledgeable. I always go to Fausul Hamid's shop and he gives me just a person to help. You have no idea how a collar can make a change in a man. How a trouser that is a loose trouser and a fitted trouser. The moment you wear a proper proper fitted trouser, taggala 2 inches you get taller. It's amazing, but it's the same for all of us. So just select your thing, but I am a bit old fashioned. I think I absolutely love the sari. I always wore sari for the last 50 plus years. And I really like the lawyers, teachers, even doctors if they can to wear. How can you say it is not possible? We can do anything. We dance with sari, we did all the work. So it's a nice, elegant thing. Don't think of it as a hassle. A smart woman can drape a sari in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yes, you can drape a sari in 2 minutes. But you have to have your things ready. Like the matching blouse has to be there. The underskirts are ready. You know, I have more than 85 underskirts. Because when the saris get old, or rather, I don't want to wear it anymore, our profession, we have to wear fairly decent saris. So I give the saris away, I never give the underskirts away. Because those colors, this morning also I went to university, the professor lady, she was in a nice cream color sari, black underskirt. It killed the sari. Cream sari should have a cream underskirt, white sari should have a white underskirt, so collect them. You buy a pink sari, make a pink underskirt and wear cotton. That will last you a lifetime. So that is how you plan. So sari is not an issue, but I think for your problem, select the proper saris and go for a short heel with the backstrap. Backstrap you can just run, no problem.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a very good advice. Thank you.
I thought we will be inundated with questions because you all are lawyers. Your biggest asset is your mouth. No? You all can talk, not like us. Neither house.
Yeah.
My question goes to Mr. Faisal Hamid. I'm Chavin Fernando, final year law student at Sri Lanka Law College. Sir, I want to know now, when you're, lawyers especially, one of the main things of our costume is a tie, the tie. So we know that there are different types of tie knots which we normally like, double Windsor and all these things. And is there a special way which you can recommend for the law profession, of which lawyers can wear the tie, what sort of tie knot should be used, and where exactly the tie pin should go? Normally you say that it should be placed somewhere between the second button of the shirt. So is there some advice you could provide on that regards?
Thank you. Yes, good question. Tie, I think for startup, you can wear micro tie. It is not silk, it's not polyester. Now, actually, silk tie or silk blend ties are the best. Now, your tie, what you're wearing, it's for me, I know it looks like a average tie, right? You are final year, right? And now the trend is slightly bigger. I mean, it's better for your profession, right? I think Dr. Malraj tie is the right size, right? And so that is important, right? And like Nayana said, for a tie, a collar is very important. Now, the collar, I have noticed a lot of people, even sometimes our salesmen also make mistake. For when you come for a wedding, when you wear a tie, that collar has to be a next level, right? So, your tie pin, second button, fine. Don't have fancy tie pin, very simple. Yeah, is it second button you wear? Yeah, I think third button is also better, right? Because you know why? Now when you keep it here, anyway from bottom is coming out again, right? Third button better, right?
Also, he has got anything to do with the shape of the body. He's a slim man, no? So has it got...
Now a good question. The more you are bigger, you gotta wear a thinner tie. Like Michael Jackson wearing thin, maybe 20 years ago, right? So now, the safest is Dr. Malraj, his tie size, free advertisement for you, right? And so that is my message. Very important. When you buy tie, there are ties, when you sit, you get stuck on your somewhere and the threads start coming out. You must buy a tie which has compact weave. The weave has to be more connected, more compact. I think a lot of people tie, right, get stuck somewhere, the yarn comes out. And as I said, silk, it's a bit costly, you can't use it, but keep it for a good purpose. But silk and polyester blend is ideal. Your tie can be 8 cm. What you are wearing, 6. I think Mr. Malraj, Dr. Malraj is around 7.5, right? I think, I forgot his name. You are wearing about 6.5, right? So more you bigger, people wear 10 cm. For your frame, 8 cm is nice. So if you go to our store, there are 3 sizes. You can check. Don't buy, don't worry. Oh, I'll give a free compliment for you.
This, can I ask a question? These colors also matter, no, Fausul? They say the red is power and...
Yeah, but now here they're talking for their profession, right?
So what
Not
colors
here.
is there?
No, here black, no.
Only black.
They wear black. Black. But black and, Dr. Malraj is wearing black and silver. Can allowed?
Not...
But good tie, it gives a lot of a message. You know, the tie can elevate you. It can add value for you, a good tie.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir, about the knot as well, the tie knot. Is there any specific tie knot which should be used, like let's say double Windsor or any sort of
actually the safest is not there. The new trend has come. Too many things. I think Windsor is the safest, and there are new knots which we do for weddings like cravat. It's more fancy. I think for your profession, I think Windsor is the best.
Thanks, sir.
Always keep it simple.
Hi, I'm Dimutu from final year. Madam, I would like to know about that shoes. Do you think anything related to that wedge heel and the point heel make difference?
Yes.
And further, I want to know the sari jacket sleeve, the feedback related to that.
Okay, wedge heel is comfortable. I personally think if we are in this conversation, I would really want you to wear the normal heel, not a wedge. Wedge is a little more casual, more for casual for casual wear. So normal heel, but never mind it being short. But I really would want you to wear the back strap, because nathang it's not you are never smart. And by Natu, as she says, you can run, you can do everything. That's very important. Sleeve, I didn't check on that. Sleeveless is not allowed for you all, no? Is it allowed, sleeveless? Allowed? The law? Yeah. So you see, the thing is, a lot of countries in this, a lot of companies in this country are not allowing sleeveless, because sleeveless could be anything. Spaghetti strap clothes, sleeveless. But a proper sleeveless is very decent, a proper sleeveless. And I told you very clearly, now, is this a man or a woman? You are not thinking, he is my colleague. Decency comes, these are the problems. So that's why the comfort level. So if it is not allowed, but the length, I think, could be from here to here, like a Maggia sleeve, a little bit longer, up to about here is okay, as long as you are comfortable. I would say for corporate wear, up to this would be the maximum, because some people are very bulky here, then they like to have it a little tighter, yeah. But makes a huge difference your size and shape, the sleeve makes a big difference. But also try to go for as much as possible terrain and cotton blouses, because this country is very hot. If it is possible not to line, you can't wear without lining, unless otherwise it's a cotton or a terrain or a 2x2. So try to, because it's so comfortable, and every time you go home it has to be washed. So it's much easier if possible.
Thanks.
Hello, sir and madam. Sarah Fawaz, also from the final year. I would like to know more tips to appear more confident and groomed, and also like I'm a Muslim, so I stick to modest fashion and clothing. So I would like to know more tips on how you can look stylish and as well as modest at the same time.
Okay, I think for office you have to be modest, whether you are Muslim or not, it doesn't matter. For office, for when it comes to work, whatever the profession, modesty is very important. And because I'm telling for the third time, I think when we are seated, who is the man, who is the woman, what have I to do? Should I bend down and look at this file together? We have no time for all that. So modesty is very important. If you can always get expert help to look good, but you also have to critically look at yourself in the mirror. You have to critically look at. I saw you coming in, and many others. My biggest complaint is your saris are too short. All of yours.
She's tall.
You have to wear, saris are too short, all these ladies, because some people wear the sari and put the shoes on. You can't do that. You have to wear the shoes and wear the sari on. I know again Halsdorf is not a very nice clean area to walk around, but it has to be floor level. Sari has to be floor level. You have no idea how elegant you will look with that. Adakudu godak yano. Then there's, as I told you, there's only one way of wearing a sari, whether you have a big stomach or a small stomach or a big waist or tall or short, it doesn't matter. If you are really tall, you will have to fix a piece to the sari if you are really tall. And saris won't to the navel. Saris won't, not to show the body, but it's worn to the navel because, see, 6 yards of sari. 6 yards, out of 6 yards, 2.5 yards are pleats. Harida? 2.5 yards. So when you fold it, 5 yards on your stomach. Correct? 5 yards of material on your stomach. So everybody, whether you have a flat stomach or a big stomach, stomach will come like this. This is the navel, then it goes inside. So wear the sari here. Otherwise, even the person with the flatter stomach will have a stomach, create a stomach. So the sari has to be always worn on the navel. But you don't have to show off. So you are a Muslim girl again, you can wear the longest blouse where you don't show anything. In fact, you can even wear a tucked in blouse. You don't have to show anything. So wear a fitted, as long as the body is covered, wear fitted blouses and drape the sari nice and firm and tight so that you feel very comfortable. Sari has to be worn tight because the skirt has to be tight. The moment the skirt moves, the entire sari moves. So if the skirt moves this way, your pleats are this way. If the skirt moves that way, so that's useless. So sari cannot move. It has to be in place. So for that you have to wear a tight skirt. We are used to loose skirts and pants, so we don't want to wear tight. You have to wear tight skirts and you have to wear firm bras for sari. Very important. And wear nice colors. Of course, you have a young girl. I don't want you to wear black because you are too young for black. So wear white. Wear, I think, mauve is allowed. Wear those colors because you are too young for work. Don't wear black. And try it if your family permits. Because to my understanding, covering in the head is to cover the hair. So I would love you to wear a lighter color. It would make a difference. Scarves, if it's allowed by the. I think some families don't like it, but all these areas will give you the confidence. See, you may be a Muslim, you may be fat, you may be thin, you may be having 2 children, married and 2 children, but you still want to look nice. So when you wear something and if your waist looks 2 inches tighter, you are happy, right? Your stomach looks a little flat, you are happy. So when you see that, that gives you the confidence. Hold yourself up. And I strongly believe shoes make a difference for confidence. The moment you have shoes with backstrap and you automatically hold yourself up. Within that is why for Miss Sri Lankas and Miss Universe, 4.5-inch heel and the monitor's exercise book on the head. Now walk. So you have to walk straight and this will not fall. Right? So that is how we train people to walk. So it's the same thing will automatically happen. You can't walk like this if you wear shoes. Kakulak isarata kakulak tiyannama ඕනේ. So it will automatically improve your posture.
Thank you very much, madam.
Fausul, can I ask you a question?
Please.
Okay. So the shape of the trouser.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the fashion now? And even though it is the fashion, what should a person do? When I say fashion, I also want to know the length also. the length. Because what we have learned is in the corp, especially in the lawyers and all, you sit down and if your trouser goes up, you can't show the skin, not as this over here. So does it make a difference?
All right. Thank you. I think Naina can ask the good questions. Actually, even I noticed some of your trousers too slim. I know you all are new. Trousers, now the trend is straight trouser. Baggy pants has come back, but for your, I think, coats, no need to wear too baggy, right? Wear that traditional comfort trouser. Don't wear tight trousers. Now the pleats has come back, and now I am wearing no belt. It's old, the 70s style, right? And the so now the trend is no belt, but then you won't wear belts, better, right? And the fold has to be over 16 inches. Knee can be 20 inches, average, but it depends on your size. But don't go narrow. I saw a lot of people are wearing narrow 13, 14 inches. And the length must just relax on the shoe. It can't be like Michael Jackson era. Your socks cannot be exposed too much. Socks cannot be exposed too much. And it must come just with the angle. Just with the angle.
Touching the shoe.
Touching the shoe.
So when you say straight, is it the one that they call bootleg?
No, boot one is the slant on the bottom is just
ah.
a straight pant. Straight pant. You know, I'm telling you, very important. Get used. I know when you go to stitch, every time the tailor can make mistake because see, unless they make a pattern. Now these are very important for you all. And when you want to buy a brand, get used to that brand because these different brands have different fit, different shape, different cut, different feel of the fabric, fall, all different. So I'm saying, I'm not pushing you to go to our place, but don't buy, just try. Since you all must learn. And if I say our Lee-born pants, I'm sorry to, it's okay, no? Free campaign. Right? It's really value for money. I can give 5 years guarantee for black trouser.
I want to tell something. As I told you, sometimes we get people to be personally coached and trained. So when there is a problem, company send us people. So grooming is one aspect of it. There have been many. I'll tell you about one gentleman. He was a banker, and he obviously come from a simple beginnings, bank manager. Now he's going to be a vice president. So he had to be groomed. Brilliant man, very good worker, but he had to be groomed. So one is clothes, other thing is behavior. So communication. So as an example, Nangi Malli, Nangi, so that is, now vice presidents can't talk like that. So that was one thing. Second thing is grooming. So he came and first of all, he came with a good attitude. How can I say this is wrong, that is wrong to a vice president of a bank? But he came with that attitude. Now he came, curly hair, forgets to cut. Ethokota Sai Baba. And he goes to a barber to cut his hair, and the haircut is very good. Forgets to cut. Now Nangi Malli. So I discovered that he won't say Nangi Malli if he speaks in English. In Sinhalese, he says Nangi Malli Taggala Gendako. So I said, listen, now let's talk in English only in the bank so that you get rid of this. The next thing is grooming. Now this is the 4th day of training. I went to his shop with the client. Now 4th day, I got the shock of my life. He's a bit of a dark, stocky fellow, Bella Mahatai. I thought he had a stomach. He never had a stomach. He's a 17.5 neck. You know, Malli, 10 tamari pahat denna. You can't, 17 and a half is only the neck. He's not fat. His sleeve was like this. Ali baggy, ali mahatai. So it's only the neck he was fat. So of course, they gave him advice on what has to be done, and it really cut him down and looked very smart. Not to buy, but advice. You have to go for the trim fit or whatever it is, I don't know. And then the trousers. Trousers, he has put 4 pleats. So your guy saying, sir, alut trousers hayak mahalandi sir tiyenne langadi eka mukut karaganna epa sir oyage tail langata gila pleats 4 galla no pleats done because no stomach pleats 4 dala, so he's like wearing a skirt. So very simple changes in the hair, in your behavior. So, and these today in this country we have very good products from outstation schools and all that. And unfortunately, Colombo schools, they're not that they're doing it, but at least the families are doing it, don't eat properly, walk properly. But they don't have all that. They come from the villages, but brilliant people. So when they come, even lawyers, they come to that level, you have to have the finesse. So that's why I suppose the Bar Association has arranged these programs, learn from that and improve your personality. I was shocked, just the size of the shirt, pleats of the trouser, what a difference. What a difference it can make to a person. So it's really very important.
And sorry, the other one, the shoe. Always shoes for your work, use comfort shoes. Don't wear pointed shoes. That can really make you tired. By evening, you will become, exhausted.
Fausul, I always say in my presentations, today a pair of shoes is at least 6,000-7,000 rupees, good pair of shoes. Yes? Very expensive, men's shoes, right? Ghana. So I always say, when you buy every shop, when you buy a pair of shoes and go to the counter, just next to the counter, the socks are hanging. Please buy a pair of socks also. After spending 5,000-6,000 rupees on a pair of good shoes, you go home and wear horrible socks. You ruin yourself. Correct? So please wear proper socks. It's very important. Makes a big difference to your personality. People pass judgment. It's very unfair, but people pass judgment. Another very important thing that really makes me sad is black shoes and brown belt, or brown shoes and black belt. It's very sad. Not good.
Sorry? Say again? Yes. No.
No, we are not, sorry, we are not saying about that. We are saying brown shoes, not brown belt. That's what we are
No, he has a point, right? Now, a lot of people wear that bright tan shoe, right, for black? No. You can wear a tan shoe for a grey, charcoal grey. Now, for a black, you have to wear a black shoe. It's very important. Unless you have a nice brown with a elegant look, right? I have seen, it's all depend how you carry. That is also important. If you cannot carry, keep it simple. As in some men in Italy, they wear the tan shoe for the black suit. But they have a nice hair, 6-footers, nice collar, everything. What they do, it goes fashion. But your trade, keep it simple, elegant, matching is safer.
Thank you, sir and ma'am. Now I cordially invite Dr. Malraj Kiriyalla, Chairperson of Law Students Skill Development Committee, and Mr. Sarinda Jayawardhan, Assistant Secretary of Bar Association of Sri Lanka, on stage to present the token of appreciation to our distinguished guest speakers today. This name. We have come to the end of today's insightful workshop. Now I invite Mr. Sarinda Jayawardhan, Attorney at Law, Assistant Secretary of Bar Association of Sri Lanka, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Our resource persons this evening, Ms. Naina Karunaratne and Mr. Fawzul Hamid, Chairman of the Law Students Skills Development Subcommittee of Bar Association, Dr. Malraj Kiriyalla, and the dear participants. This program is one of the most essential programs that should have been conducted to law students. And I must say, I'm not a senior in this profession, I myself is a junior, but for the last 10 years that I'm in Halstra, this is the first program conducted of this kind for the law students and the lawyers. So I must thank the Law Student Skills Development Committee for conducting this particular program. And also I suggested this to the Secretary of the BASL. This should not be this one-off program. It must be a series, and I also suggested to include this. There is a program, a practical training program for all the law students before they are taking oath for about 6 months' time. So I suggested to the Secretary of the Bar Association to carry my suggestion to the Council of Legal Education to have this program on personal grooming in that particular practical training program, because this is a must. This is a must, and I thank our resource persons this evening, Ms. Naina Karunaratne and Ms. Fawzul Hamid, for taking their time off the busy schedules and coming here to conduct this program. And as rightly pointed out, they are fashion icons in Sri Lanka. And also I must say, this is not a program where we have received some tips on grooming. So this is much deeper thing. And it started off with the attitude, as correctly pointed out Ms. Naina Karunaratne. And also I must say, Ms. Fawzul Hamid said, even when you are eating, don't eat garbage. Look for quality. So that is the same thing we must conduct ourselves in our profession also. What matters in our profession and in all the other professions is the quality of work that we provide to the our clients and also to the society. So I once again thank Ms. Naina Karunaratne and Ms. Fawzul Hamid for their contributions to this particular program. And I thank the President of Bar Association, Mr. Rajiv Amarsurya, for his direction and guidance. I thank our refreshment partner, Ceylon Cold Stores Private PLC. And also I thank the BSS Standing Committee on Law Student Skills Development Committee and the Chairman, Dr. Malraj Kiriyalla, and the other members of that Standing Committee for organizing this event. I thank students' unions of legal education institutions across the country for coordinating the participation, especially the President and the other members of the Sri Lanka Law Students Union of Sri Lanka Law College, and also Mr. Pasindu Walpitagama of the LSU for comparing the event, and the media unit of Sri Lanka Law College for their valuable support and coverage. the participants and the participation with active engagement in this event, and the BSL team and venue staff for logistical and technical arrangements. So we look forward to, so this was a program in a series of programs. We had a very successful program series, and we hope that Los Angeles Skills Development Committee will conduct more of these programs in future. And also I invite Dr. Malraj Kiryalla to consider arranging a second session on the very same topic, having more time and to give more details for the law students as well as lawyers, not only the juniors but also the seniors. So thank you very much for all of you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, sir. The next workshop will be held on 25th of August on Public Speaking Masterclass. The session will be conducted by Mr. Dhananjay Hettiarachchi, a renowned international speaker. We really appreciate who everyone turned up today. Hope to see you all on 25th on our next session. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.